What is going on, everybody? Appreciate you for stopping on by. I know it's a late night stream, but we got to get this stuff in. We got to get it done because there's lots to talk about coming up for Saturday, New Year's, Christmas Eve, 3:25 p.m. Central Time. The Dallas Cowboys will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. What's up, Boyz4Life? Must win for the Cowboys against the overrated Eagles. Yes, it's a must win for me because if the Cowboys don't win, I gotta send a piece of cowboy gear that I own, that I bought with my money, over to an Eagle fan, and he will have the heart of cowboy fandom on enemy territory. So I am a little, we need a win, which I think will happen. With Jalen Hurts playing or without him playing. And we're going to discuss that here in a bit. What's up, Prime Sports? Appreciate you for stopping on by. What is up, Boyz4Life, and go Cowboys? Well, Alexander, how are you doing? How are all y'all doing tonight? Yesterday, I had a show with Eagle fans, and oh man, was it fun. I went off on a few of them yesterday. It was fun. But today, it was yesterday that news came out that Jalen Hurts might not play. I mean, so we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to get into the other stuff I wanted to talk about. Cool Cat Connor sounded scared, doesn't want your belt. Oh, if I was Cool Cat Connor, I'd just kick my feet up and relax because there's no way his belt's getting taken away because they beat us the first time. So, yeah, I mean, if I was him, I'd be kicking my feet up. I'm kind of worried, first of all. Because I'm at the fourth quarter mark right now, and I have a bet with Cool Cat that if we lose, I got to send my belt over. If the Eagles don't lose 2 more games, I have to wear Eagles gear. And then if Jalen Hurts throws for 28 yards, I got to send over a Eagles hat to AK. So there's a lot riding on this game. I mean, if he doesn't play, then I don't got to owe anyone nothing. If we win, I'm 1 game away. Yeah, so there's a lot that can happen here. What's up, 301? DC. They better not start Jalen. He gonna have a broken arm going against the pass rush. I'm gonna speak on that, the pass rush, because as of lately, we have not been getting home a lot. Speaking of feet, my foot looking good, bro. Look, I'm just. That's some weird stuff, bro. Why are we talking about feet, dude? Like, it's getting to the point where it's weird as shit already. So let's not ever do that stuff again. Okay? Because I'm sorry, but if you send stuff like that, it's gonna have to be blocked. I'm sorry. I don't. You're cool and all, but no, that was way out of line and weird as shit. But anyway. Anyway, there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. First of all, the first one I want to talk about is the Jalen thing going down right now. So I watched when Jalen Hurts he took the hit, and I don't know who it was. I don't know what number. What's his name? Where he got he tackled Jalen and like bounced on top of him. It's not roughing the passer because at that point Jalen's a runner. So he bounced on him and then Jalen lay there for a bit. He's hurt. Point blank period, he's hurt. He says he's going to play. It may be sore. He may be sore and feeling some pain that's manageable to where it doesn't hurt. But I guarantee you that if someone hits him again or lands on top of him again, he's done. He is. I guarantee if he takes 1 to 2 more hits like that, to where it's a Parsons that falls on top of him, or a Law that falls on top of him, or you know, a big body dude just falls on top of him wrong, he's done for the year. He's done for the year. And I would laugh. I would completely laugh. Look, and it's not. And here's the thing, people. Like, people are so soft now. Like, I've never understood this, and I don't like people like this. It's not that I don't like. It's just I kind of like, because a lot of these people are cool. They're friends of mine, but they're straight bitches when it comes to this shit. Like, when I was playing ball, like, I mean, when I played baseball, you really don't hurt anyone in baseball. But this is the kind of guy I was when I was a pitcher when I played. If I didn't like you and you were doing shady shit on the plate, like, let's say I'm pitching and you square around on me early, like you're showing me bunt. If there's no one on and I know it's not a sacrifice, because you know when it's a sacrifice, and the dude's squaring on me early and he's showing me bunt, that's a disrespect to me. So what am I doing? Okay, bitch, you want to show bunt, you want to tip your hand, you want to show me what you're doing because you don't think that I will be able to get you out? Okay, you want to get on base? I will put you on base. So what did I do a bunch of the times? I would aim square between their eyes, and I would hit them. The year was 2004. Yes, I'm that old, which y'all already know. But the year was 2004. And we are, where were we? In Lubbock. We were in Lubbock playing for the state senior league, right? We're a step above from Little League. Senior league state finals, right? We're playing for state. Whoever wins state goes to Brennan, and we play for regionals. All the Southwest region. You got Oklahoma, you got Colorado, you have Louisiana. Texas is so big they have 2 teams. You have Texas West, New Mexico. So we're playing a team in Texas, and in our area of Texas, Falfurrias, which is like 2 hours south, I think, of us, or an hour and a half south of us. Well, anyway, this kid squares around on me early. And I was like, okay, bitch, there's no one on. So why are you squaring on me early like that? I haven't even gotten my pitch yet. I don't know what I'm throwing. But when he does that, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm throwing. Guy gives me curveball. I shake my head no. He gives me screwball. I said no. He gives me another curve. No, I want the fastball. He gives me fastball. I want it inside. He gives it to me inside. So what I do is I rear back. I look him. I'm aiming for his head, and I clock him in the helmet right here. Boom! Ball hits him right there, and goes flying. Dude got knocked out. Had to be carried or helped to first base, and then they had to pull him. See, that's where I mean, and see, the thing is, a lot of guys grew up like that. Look, if Jalen is hurt or the Cowboys take him out, I'm not going to laugh because a player got hurt. I'm going to laugh and sit here. I'm going to laugh and make fun of the Eagles because of how dumb their coaching staff is. I'm going to laugh because now the Eagles are over here crying like little bitches that they are. That's where I'm coming from. Not because a guy got hurt. I'm laughing at everything else around the guy. That's what I'm doing. But people don't understand that. And the fact that people out here in the YouTube world that says, you know, they're bullies or this or that, the third, talk all a big game, and then sit there and cry like a bitch because people make fun of the guy who did get hurt, and they sit there and say, oh, you're not even man enough for me to respond. I'm not going to respond to you because you made fun of a quarterback that got hurt. I'm not. Bitch, are y'all that much of soft sissies that you really going to bitch and cry because another person was making fun of your fan base's quarterback getting hurt? Like, that's the difference between us. Like, if one of my guys gets hurt, one of my best players gets hurt, and something happens, it sucks. I know the other team's not going to cheer. I know the other team's not going to hoop and holler and high five and all that. But I know they're going to be happy that he's out. I know it gets a little bit easier. And I'm not saying that's what the Cowboys are doing, and I'm not saying that's what we're doing over here. But any advantage that we can have, that's what it's all about, having advantages. And having Jalen Hurts out and Gardner Minshew in is an advantage. Look. Here's the thing, people. Jalen Hurts is not an MVP type of quarterback or player. He's not. There's questions I asked yesterday to Eagle fans. They said that if Jalen Hurts didn't have A.J. Brown, he would still be doing what he's doing. That's a bold-faced lie. They said that there are levels to the Eagles, or not organization, but levels to the way they play and the team around him. Meaning, even if they didn't have Jalen, that they would still be doing what they're doing. Meaning, Jalen is not the thing that makes it go round. It's everyone else around Jalen Hurts that make it go round. You could plug in look, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. Because people are, this is what Eagle fans are saying. If they're literally sitting here saying that Gardner Minshew still gives them a good chance to win the game this week on Saturday, then Jalen Hurts is not your MVP. I'm sorry. He's not. Because that means you can plug in any quarterback onto that team and still win. If Eagle fans were sitting here telling us that, oh, we don't have a good chance because we don't have Jalen, because Jalen this, Jalen, then I can sit here and give you an argument of why Jalen would be MVP. But since they're telling us out here, we still got a good chance because they think that we choke all the time, right? Because of what happened Sunday. But they're telling us that they still got a good chance because of Gardner Minshew. So again, that tells me that you can plug in any quarterback to that offense and still win. Because the offense is that good. The defense is that good. The team is that good. So Jalen Hurts is not the MVP. And yes, like Cooper Rush, I'm not, and here's the thing, I'm not saying Dak was ever MVP. Was not saying that, and I'm going to get to that in a minute because I find it completely funny that for years I was made fun of, or not made fun of, but I was talked shit to. I was called names. I was said all kinds of stuff was said about me because I did not like Dak because when Zeke had his suspension for 6 games and Dak couldn't carry the team, I was off the Dak train, point blank, period. And then when Dak went into the next season without a true number one and we were 3-5, I was definitely off the train. Off. And we're going to get into that in a second, but I'm going to go back and go through these comments. The great Duke Bothers, I appreciate you for stopping by, homie. Cheers to you. I'm drinking Pepsi. I got work tomorrow. It's late, so I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking until Thursday because I work Friday night, so I can drink Thursday night. And then I'm getting home off of work, coming home, cooking a brisket to take to the parents' house for Christmas. So let's see, where we at? I'm worried about against Eagles. I hope we don't mistake again. We're going to play better. Yeah, I do too, man. I really think that we're going to play better. We have to. I mean, we've already clinched, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But the NFC South is, especially against Tom Brady, and I've said this over and over and over and over again. And I find it funny that now people are starting to worry about playing against Tom Brady and the Bucs. I've said this for weeks. For weeks. The team that worries me the most is not the Eagles. It's not the Vikings. It's not the 49ers. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why? Because we've never beaten Tom Brady. So explain to me how all of a sudden we're going to beat Tom Brady. And it's hilarious that people are now jumping on that bandwagon and acting like they're the first ones to say something like that. Eagle fans delusional, saying they're going to put up 40 on. They're not even going to put up 25 on us, bro. Remember those Cowboys making the playoffs in there? The Cowboys have clinched the playoffs. I don't know what you're talking about. They're in the playoffs. Are you? You must be brand new because Cowboys are making the playoffs, or they're in the playoffs. So I don't know. Got punched in your mouth. Not really. Our defense just sucked ass, first of all. Speaking of soft, where's EC1? I don't know where's EC1. EC1's been sending me some stuff in DMs. Stuff I don't ask for, but it's cool, man. It's cool. The dude actually made me something that was pretty badass that I gotta put as a background when I do one of my guests on someone else's show by the Jacksonville Jaguars. I remember when Cowgirl fans was crying when Dink and Dak got hurt. Dink and Dak? You mean Dink and Dunk Dak? Because Dink and Dak, I don't even know what you're talking about, got hurt and broke his ankle crying on stream. Who was crying? Because I know I wasn't. Dude is average at best. I agree. Ain't no one scared of Tim Tebow. No one is scared of him. While you yelling, Dak just threw another interception. Didn't Jalen Hurts throw a couple interceptions yesterday or Sunday? I mean, what's up, Lord of Houston? Appreciate you for stopping by. South Tex, my guy. What is up, boys? Man, I hope Jalen plays. I don't want no excuses. I don't care if he plays or not, to be honest with you. I can give two shits because either way, it doesn't matter. And if he doesn't play, then, we're going to win. We're going to win whether he doesn't play or not. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind having Jalen play. I honestly wouldn't mind having him play. And the reason why I say that is because at some point, Jalen's going to get hit again and hit hard. And next thing you know, he's going to be laying on the ground even longer. So, and especially with these runs that he's been doing. And here's another thing. Jalen took a hit, sprained his shoulder. He says he's going to play. If he does play, I guarantee you he's not going to be taken off running. He's not. Or the coaching staff is not going to have him do designed runs. And he's going to think twice about running. He is. Because if he gets hit again like that, guess what? His season is done, and people like Bird Gang are going to start crying because, oh, Jalen's hurt. There goes the season. There's this, there's that. Even though he says there's levels to this, and basically he's saying you can plug in any quarterback into this offense and they'll still win, he knows damn well that if the Eagles lose, if Jalen gets hurt, their season is done. Minshew is better than Hurts. What is up, Bird Gang 31? Appreciate you for stopping by. It was a great stream yesterday. It sucked that I had to go. I wish I didn't have to. But I had to go. Kids were crying. Had an hour on the show, so it was good. Fulfilled my obligation of being on there for at least an hour, so I was good. Kind of like Cooper Rush. We can beat the Cowboys not having a winning season. What? We can beat the Cowboys not having a winning season. What are you talking about? Who's not having a winning season? Because last I checked, the Cowboys are having another winning season, and the Cowboys are in the playoffs. So I have no idea what you're talking about. You did say that the Cowboys had a clear path to win the NFCs. A clear path? No, I never said it. Go find me where I said the Cowboys have a clear path to winning the NFC East. Find that for me. I want to know that. Only to get choked out by the Jaguars. Well, the Eagles haven't won the NFC East yet. The Eagles, if they lose to us and then lose the next 2 games and we win out, we are going to get the NFC East. But because all y'all got to do is win 1 game. I'm just saying. And Jalen's out for the next 2 games. From what is being said. What is up, Coach Dante? Appreciate you for stopping by, big dog. Always a pleasure when you stop by. It's always good. They scared they're going to rest their starters. Hey, man, if they rest their starters, they rest their starters. I don't know what to tell you. If they're already resting their starters, playoffs aren't for them. For them, if they get the number 1 seed, right, which they're probably going to go. So playoffs start in a month. For them, it would be 5 weeks. So you're telling me that these guys are going to rest their starters for 5 weeks and then come out and play? That would be nuts. That would be nuts. And I don't think they're going to rest their starters because they have to win 1 more game to clinch. They have to clinch the NFC East. If they rest their starters, that means they're just waiting for Jalen to get back and just waiting to go into the playoffs, which I don't see them doing that. But I'd rather play the Panthers or the Saints. In the playoffs, me too. Where have ECG been? I don't know where he's been at. Jags put a 40 burger on you. Stop talking tough. That's not how you spell tough. And, okay, here's the thing. We put up 34 points on Jacksonville. Normally, that should be a blowout. But you have guys like Kelvin Joseph who can't fucking play, right? Can't play. You have, who else you got out there? Nashawn Wright, who can't play. You have Deron Bland, who I have said, after he was balling out the past few games, he needs to be your number 2 cornerback, your starting 2 quarterback. And you have idiots on here telling me, oh, he is starting. He's the slot corner. No, not every game he starts. He needs to start. He needs to be on the field the first defensive snap of the game. He's not always on the field when the first defensive snap on the field defensive snap happens. He's not always on there. He needs to be your CB2. That guy, that Deron Bland, is showing out. I don't know what it is and why they don't start him, but they do. And I guarantee you, we should be seeing Jabril Cox here pretty soon. Merry Christmas to you, Lord Houston, and a Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. Hurts had 2 INTs against the Bears. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Hurts had 2 INTs versus the Bears. Dak always has 2 INTs. Jalen Hurts going to end up like Carson Wentz. That would be funny. It's finally catching up to Jalen. He's starting to feel it. Yeah, he is. He's starting to feel it. And I find this completely hilarious. So you're saying Micah was wrong then? Micah was wrong about what? Micah was wrong about what? I want to know what you mean. What Micah was wrong about what? I don't know what he was wrong about. Eagles are the 2015 Carolina Panthers. How you doing, man? I'm doing great, bro. How are you doing? You late. We can beat the Cowboys with Garner. Doesn't mean we would be able to go to. You late. We can beat the Cowboys with Garner. Doesn't mean we would be able to go a whole year without Hurts. You late. We can beat the Cowboys with Garner. Doesn't mean we would be able to go a whole year without her. No, I didn't say anything about going a whole year without Hurts. I'm saying like the rest of the year without Hurts. From what? Who said? Where are you getting this information from? What are you talking about? Who said what? Let's do a show. I cannot do a show Friday because I work Friday night. And Thursday, I have a show with Mitch and AK. And then tomorrow, Miss Junebug and I are doing a show. So we will not be able to do a show unless we do one Saturday. Because I will be getting home and cooking a brisket to take to my parents' house. So we could do like an hour show sometime Saturday morning if you want to do a show, like a pregame type deal. Oh, yeah, you definitely said the Cowboys have a clear path. No, I didn't. I never once said that. I gave scenarios of how the Cowboys can have or the path to winning the NFC East. But I never said they had a clear path because they had a clear path. That means there's nothing in their way. There were many scenarios that needed to take place. And because of what happened yesterday or Sunday, then none of those things are coming true, except unless the Eagles lose every single game from here on out and we win. You made a few videos. Okay, I made a few videos talking about how the Eagles lose this game, lose that game. Yeah, I'm saying if the Eagles lose this game or lose that game, if we win this and we win that, then yeah, that's not saying that they have a clear path to winning the NFC East. Are you retarded, dude? Are you dumb, stupid, or slow? I bet the Eagles can choke in the playoffs. I bet the Eagles gonna choke. Dude, that would be hilarious. All to get crumbled and stomped by a 5-win team. Okay, and I don't care. I do not care. Joseph cannot cover a special teams wide receiver, Chris Moore, that had 113 yards on him. He's a special teamer that plays for Texans, number 15. Yes, I know who he is, and I know how many yards he had because I watched the game. What is up, Boston Miss Sports? Appreciate you for stopping by. Calvin Joe is horrible. I agree. Yeah, he's garbage. He's garbage. He needs to be gone. I mean, I don't even know how. I do not know how they decided to choose Calvin Joseph over Asante Samuel Jr. I have no idea. None whatsoever. That baffles me to this day. How that happened. I feel like even though it's Will McClay that's picking these, of course, like Jerry says, he has the final say. And I feel like when we have a chance to improve certain positions. Jerry takes the not so talented guy, but maybe seems talented or has potential, instead of taking the talented dude, the clear-cut person to take, and he throws him on a team and puts it out there that, he's going to be great, he's going to this, he's that, blah, 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 and then he goes out there and shits the bed, and we're at where we're at all the time. That's just what I think. That's what I literally think. Well, Joseph isn't going anywhere. I can't wait until Smith gets a hold of him. I don't even think Joseph is playing or starting. I'm pretty sure they'll put Bland out there. But the defense is the difference is the Eagles won. Dak has 11 INTs this year. Yikes. Yeah, he does. He does. Eagles going to put 40 on Dallas Saturday. Book it. I don't think so, DG. I hope Trayvon Mullen starts soon. I'm great, my boy. That's good, bro. I'm good. I'm glad you're great. Micah said it was the system. You said you cannot just plug in. No, I said you can plug in any quarterback to what y'all are doing. I said you can't plug any quarterback into Buffalo situation. Maybe I didn't say that here, but I said that on yesterday's show. You can plug in any quarterback into the Eagles system, and you will still thrive. You will still be good because it's not Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, it's not. And all these weirdos on Twitter showing clips of Jalen Hurts cutting and taking off running and sitting there saying, oh, is that the system? Oh, is that the system? Oh, does the system do that? The reason why he's able to do that is because he has an offensive line, because he has the threat of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, because he has a threat of his legs that you don't know what he's going to do. So with that being said, with all those factors there, because you have Miles Sanders, so with all those factors there, yes, it's the system. It's the system. I'm sorry. It's the system. It's not Jalen Hurts. Plus, y'all CBs got cooked by Kirk and Zay Jones. Well, not really. The corners, I would sit there and say it was everyone but Diggs, pretty much. He said, have been after getting cooked by special team wide receivers. Kevin Joseph is horrible. Yes, he is. Pregame show. All right, I'm down to a pregame show. Just set it up, whatever time. I get off at 7. Probably about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'll be ready to do a show if you want. So set it up. Eagles will represent the NFC. All right. I mean, that's it. Those are your thoughts there. I mean, I've said this many times, but this is my hot take. There's going to be an NFC East team that represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. That's what I've said. Coach Dante Calvin Johnson, special team player 2. No, he's not. He's not going to play on Saturday, which is why we might see Jabril Cox playing. No, DCF, he's out. That's what I heard. T.Y. Hilton playing. Yes, he is going to play Saturday. He is going to play, and I can't wait. When we win Saturday, we clinch everything. Yes, if you win Saturday, you clinch everything. That is correct. What's up, BG31? What's up, Eagle Nation? All we need is one game, though. I know you need one game. I think so, Alexander. Any news on OBJ? Nothing yet. But, see, that's a good thing because there was this huge infatuation with Jerry Jones and OBJ and Jerry Jones trying to get OBJ over here into Texas. Now, the thing is that OBJ isn't going to be ready until playoff time. So why would you sit there and try to sign him for a couple extra games that he's not going to play and waste money? I honestly think that when it comes closer to week 16, week 17, week 18, somewhere around week 17, week 18, you might see news about OBJ being signed. That's just what I'm thinking. EC1 should be your next quarterback. He will be great. What are you talking about, dude? 301? Yeah, exactly. Those are my... Bro, you're getting weirder and weirder by the day, bro. I'm being serious. Like, I don't know what you're doing or what you're talking, but you get weirder and weirder by the day, homie. Bland is a slot corner, bro. You can't just put a slot corner as a number 2 corner. That's football now. So, Jerome Bland has only played slot. Only played slot corner. That's it. He hasn't played anything else in his life. We might get OBJ to the Cowboys when Jerry's finishing his paperwork. The Eagles is still flat. The earth is still flat. So Micah would be... So Minshew would be 13-1. I didn't say he'd be 13-1. And I never said that. I said y'all would still be a good team, and y'all would still be in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. But because Jalen Hurts maybe would have won you a few of those games, right? Maybe a few of the games that I will give you, right? The games that I will give you are the Texans game when y'all struggled. The game I will give you is the Colts game when you struggled. And maybe this Bears game. Okay, maybe it's this Bears game. So that's 3 wins. If Jalen Hurts is not playing, if Minshew's in there, those 3 wins, so you might be, 10-4 right now, just like we are if Minshew was playing, starting all season for the Eagles. I'm giving Jalen Hurts 3 of those wins on him. But that doesn't make him MVP. Patrick Mahomes is doing what he's doing with subpar wide receivers. So, I mean, yeah, he has Kelsey. I get it. But his wide receivers aren't all that great. Aren't all that great at all. Hello from Bronco fan. From a Bronco fan. Well, what's up, bro? Appreciate you for coming on. What is up? Mike McCarthy wants Dak to keep firing. Is he right? I mean, look. Y'all know how I feel about Dak. Y'all know that Dak Prescott to me is the type of quarterback that is a game manager type of guy. That if he averages between 20 to 27 passes a game and he stays in within 200 to 250 yards, and you let the defense do what they do, you let the running backs do what they do, we're going to win. We are going to win. But when you continue to put the game in Dak Prescott's hands the way it was put on him at the end of the 4th quarter, you will find us losing, especially if it's a close game. What MVP has ever been a game manager ever? Did I say anything about Jalen Hurts being a game manager? I don't think I ever said anything about that. We should have won Green Bay. Yeah, we should have beat Green Bay. I'll give you that. We should have beat the Jaguars too. We should literally only have 2 losses right now. But it is what it is, my guy. We are going in the playoffs. We made it. And here's the funny thing. I'm going to read this comment and I'm going to get to what I want to say. McCarthy needs to start calling the plays. Kellen Moore can't call the right plays consistently. How do you not give the ball to our best wide receiver on 3rd down? First of all, how do you not run the ball on 3rd down, which would have killed their last timeout, which would have meant that they would have not had any timeouts going into that last drive, meaning that they would have had to have passed, and we would have known what to have called, not maybe playing the run either, you know what I mean, on that last timeout or with that timeout, because you still got to play the run there. But if they only had if they were only passing, we could have pinned our ears back and got after the quarterback. But no, that's not what happened. So it's not even throwing on 3rd down. It's why didn't we run the football on third down, killing that timeout that they had. So, consistently not giving the ball. So there was something I wanted to say, and what I wanted to say was, actually, I've lost I should have just started. Oh, now I remember. So we have people on here. Cowboy fans, that are on here watching what's going down, right? Watching what's going down and how Dak is struggling, right? Throwing interceptions left and right. It's happening. Every game. It's happening. Hold on. That's false. Kelsey's best tight end of the game and has always been Mahomes' first go. Juju is no slouch. Got a couple of fast, talented wide receivers from the draft as well. Jalen has some weapons last year except AJ. Do you know any of these wide receivers that Mahomes apparently has? Because I don't. The only one that they have is Kelsey. That is it. Their run game isn't all that great. Mahomes has almost 5,000 yards off of subpar or just drafted rookies, and Juju is trash. I don't know what you're talking. Juju was good for one season when he had Antonio Brown. That was it. I know because I had him as a rookie, and then when it was just Juju by himself, I drafted him the next year in fantasy. Garbage, and haven't touched him since. Juju is trash. Kadarius Toney first round. Don't do that. Don't do that. Sky Moore, like I said, it's either subpar talent or rookies coming in that still haven't even got their wet behind the ears. They don't have Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore is not on the level of what who's the one that went over to of Hill. Not even close. Sammy Watkins was a good pickup for them at the time being. They're not even close to what these guys are, to what Mahomes has. Mahomes is, and that's another thing. Mahomes is working with rookies and misfit wide receivers that don't want to play with the team that drafted them, so they fake injuries until they get somewhere they want. And he's working with that and doing amazing things. Thank you. Juju was only good for one season. That was his rookie year and was never the same. But Patrick Mahomes is making Juju look good because Juju had it. Thank you. It's not Juju. It's Patrick Mahomes. I don't know why people don't understand this. Patrick Mahomes is a clear-cut MVP. I don't see, and this is the thing between Eagle fans and the rest of the NFL world. Eagle fans are basing everything off the record, off the 13-1 record. MVP is based off you really think with the roster that the Kansas City Chiefs have right now, you can plug in any quarterback and they're going to be what the record that they are? I don't think so. You're telling me that if you plug in Jalen Hurts to that Kansas City Chiefs offense, that he's going to be, what are they, 13-3 right now? Or not 13-3, but how many losses do they have? They have 3 losses, so what are they, 11-3? 11-3. Are you kidding me? There's no way you put Hurts in that offense and they have the success at what they have with Patrick Mahomes. That is ridiculous. But what I want to go back to what I wanted to say, because I find this completely hilarious. Because for one, last year, when everyone was kind of drinking the Kool-Aid, or you had people not talking because they were waiting for the game to see what happened. Because that's what I'm starting to notice. These fans that come out here and sit here and have something to say all the time, that they're here all the time, right? They normally wait to say something after the game. They don't really say much before, right? I mean, I see some of these Cowboy fans that don't say much till after the game happens. When I'm here before the game, during the game, after the game, running my mouth, right? Doing what I do. But last year I was sitting here saying, because of how we looked, how Dak looked, I was telling people, wins are not created equal here in the NFL. I don't care that we won, that we're 12-5. Look how we got to 12-5. I started to drink I put the Kool-Aid in my mouth and spit it out right before the Cardinals game, and then spit it out when the Cardinals game happened. That was me. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. I was putting it to my lips, getting ready to drink it. It touched my lips, and I spit it out. Because after that Cardinals game last year, I knew what we were. Did I have to sell the team? Like, hype them up and say, yeah, we're ready to win. We're ready to play. Like, I think we're going to win. When I was having my shows leading up to playing San Francisco, of course. Then I also talk about how I had suspicions about this team, how much I had concerns about this team. Of course I did. But I'm sitting here getting ready to watch the game, and I just have this ugly feeling that we're going to get our butts whooped. And I don't care what the score said. We got manhandled that game. Now, since Dak has been back since the injury, and he has had, 9 interceptions? And I get it. A lot of these interceptions happen because the ball hits someone in the hand and the receivers can't catch. I get it. But nonetheless, it's a stat that Dak has 2 interceptions basically a game. That's what's happening right now. And now people are starting to sit here and get worried and sit here and say that basically what I said last year, that all wins are not created equal. And here's what I'm saying, people. Am I saying we're getting to the NFC Championship game if Dak plays playing the way he's playing? No, but is it possible? Absolutely. Because the only team that I'm worried about is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if we're able to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we will be the 5th seed. And if the Commanders win a game, or I don't even know what the playoff picture looks like right now. Let me see. NFL playoff picture. Don't want this. I want the NFC. Later. Okay, so Giants and Washington are both in it. So the Washington would play the Vikings. And I see Washington beating the Vikings if Washington continues to win and stay in the hunt. That's what I see. So that would put us against San Francisco, going into San Francisco. Maybe we get revenge. Because I get it. That defense is looking good. But I think our defense is just as great, and their offensive line and their offense isn't so much. And I think our defense will best their offense. And then it's the NFC Championship. That's what I see. I'm not saying that's what I see happening, but how do I say this? That's the path I see us going to the NFC. It's an NFC South team, which let me look at. We have Tampa Bay at 6-8. They play the Bengals, which they could lose, and then they have Carolina Panthers, who are 5-9, and I think they've lost to Carolina. I could be wrong, but if Carolina wins and Tampa loses, maybe Carolina goes in there. You also have the Saints, who play the Falcons this week. Yeah, the Saints. Oh no, that was this past. I don't know who the Saints play. So, yeah, 10-4. They've changed everything for everyone. Okay. So yeah, so I mean the Saints or the Falcons or oh my God, Carolina's 5-9. The Saints are 5-9. The Falcons are 5-9, and Tampa is 6-8. If Tampa loses, who is Tampa playing? That's what I want to know. Who is Tampa playing right this upcoming weekend? Oh, they play the Cardinals Sunday night. Okay. So they're going to beat the Cardinals. The Saints aren't, or they're not, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, anyway. But, yeah. I mean, we're playing an NFC South team. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. I would not mind playing Carolina, the Saints, or the Falcons at all. To be honest with you, if we play the Falcons, that would be simply amazing. I would love it. But, it is what it is. Probably not going to happen. So we probably will be playing Tampa. Either way, like I said, Tampa's the only team that worries me. I'm not worried about San Francisco. If we get past Tampa, more than likely we're going into Levi Stadium or whichever one they got. What is it? Candlestick Park, Levi Stadium, whichever. And we're playing the Niners. Maybe we get revenge. Who knows? But then after that, it's NFC Championship game. It's NFC Championship game. Where we at? I agree, Giants fan. Or the Giants fan 971 in here? He gave me a shout out today, or did he talk shit today? What did he say? Because I don't know if he gave me a shout out. I mean, I haven't watched his stuff. I don't know, but normally with Simons, they're not shout outs. I'm pretty sure he said my name because you just said it, but don't think it was a shout out. I don't think I've never gotten a shout out from Simons, so that's why I'm saying that. So it depends on if y'all are the lowest seed still in. If you guys are still in the lowest speed, you guys will be playing the Eagles because they get the work. No, I know how it works. Dante. I know how it works. But my thing is that I have Washington beating the Vikings. I don't have the Giants beating the Niners. I don't have that. I'm saying that we will be playing the Niners in the divisional round because I have Washington. If they say the low seed, the 7th seed, then I have them playing the Vikings in the first round. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You think we'll make the NFC Championship? I don't know. I'm just giving my pass to what happened. If we are the only wild card team, when I mean wild card team, not because you have division titles and then division winners, and you got wild card team guys. If we're the only wild card team here, we will be playing the Eagles in divisional game. It will happen. You think all NFC East teams will make the playoffs? I've said it. Then that was one of my hot takes early in the season. Dallas is the worst team to make the playoffs. I don't understand how. But okay. Then the MVP is definitely hurts. AJ Brown is having a career year in yards, catches, and TDs. Oh, the reason why AJ Brown is having that type of year is not because of Jalen Hurts, because let's remember he was putting up these same type of numbers with Tannehill. The only difference is AJ Brown would the first 3 years or however many years he's been in the league has missed like 9 games. He's missed a bunch of games. So yeah, he hasn't missed a single game. So it's amazing when you're able to play a full season, the type of season you can have if you play a full season. So it's not because of Hurts, it's because he's playing a full season. He was already doing this type of stuff with Tannehill. Valdez scheduling is an average wide receiver. Sky Moore is a rookie and probably the 7th round pick, running back rookie. Thank you, Coach Dante. My man, my boy, my homie. Like, people think I'm retarded or something because I don't know what I'm talking about. Mahomes is doing crazy stuff with a rookie, a 7th round pick running back, and Valdez, who's average. And Juju, who is having a semi-good year with 850 yards because of Patrick Mahomes. Because before that, Juju was trash but after his rookie season. Lee is one of those Eagle fans. Tampa got Cardinals. Okay, yeah, I had to look. I didn't even know you were here, CPG, but yeah, I looked that up. That's not true. He has had 2 career games with the Bird. Okay, and that doesn't mean anything. He had career games with the Birds. Cool. But again, when you can have a career season when you play an entire season. AJ Brown was hurt every single year he's been in the league though thus far, except with y'all. So when you play a full season, of course you're going to have career type of years. It's only logical. MVP equals Mahomes. Yeah, I'm saying Mahomes or Josh Allen. That's what and especially if Jalen Hurts does not play, he's out of the MVP race. I'm sorry, it's just true. AJ Brown didn't do much against the Cowboys. No, he didn't. Juju misses games. He's trash. His success is because of Patty. Yeah. Hurts. Sure. I mean, only this, and that's the thing that makes me laugh because only Eagle fans, and don't even say it's because the NFL hates the Eagles, because no, you're not the Dallas Cowboys. But what I'm saying is that only the Eagle fans are saying Hurts is MVP. Only them. That is it. Everyone else with a brain that's not in the media is saying that it's clearly Mahomes or Josh Allen. Nowhere else. Nobody else. It's between those two. I don't even know how you can put Jalen Hurts in the MVP category. Because guess what? He still only has 22 touchdowns passing. I'm tired of seeing this. Oh, he has total, 30-some-odd touchdowns. Mahomes don't even get that kind of stuff. Mahomes has, I don't even know how many touchdowns Mahomes has, but they're not adding in his passing touchdown. I mean, his rushing touchdown. Josh Allen, they're not even adding in his rushing touchdowns. The only one they do that for is Jalen Hurts, and it's hilarious. He plays with a handicap. Jalen Hurts has not touched 3,500 yards yet. He's 28 yards away. But you have Patrick Mahomes almost at 5,000 with a rookie, average wide receivers, and a 7th-round running back. You're telling me that's not MVP level type stuff, and you're winning at the rate you're winning, and somehow Jalen Hurts with a top 2 offensive line, a top 5 defensive line, actually scratched that, one of the best defensive lines, with one of the best defenses out there. 2 shutdown corners. Let's be real about it. 2 shutdown corners, and then you have a Heisman Trophy. And I'm using your logic. You have a Heisman Trophy winner over there on one side, and then you have AJ Brown, who's done nothing but put up 1,000-yard season since he's been in the league, on the other side, and then you have a 1,000-yard running back behind you. You want to know what happened with and this is why I don't believe in Dak Prescott. But remember when Dak Prescott had all that minus the defense back in 2019? It was only the offense. Dak Prescott put up 4,900 yards that season and didn't even touch MVP. You want to know why? Because they went 8-8. Because the defense was trash. Dak Prescott only had 30 touchdowns, and it doesn't help that I think it was that season that Lamar Jackson had 36 passing touchdowns. 2,100 yards passing, and 1,200 yards rushing, with 10 rushing touchdowns. That's why Lamar Jackson won MVP that year. Because if Lamar Jackson didn't have 1,200 yards rushing, and only had 2,100 yards passing, there's no way he has 36 passing touchdowns. Explain to me why every other quarterback is only counted for on passing touchdowns, but yet Jalen Hurts gets a handicap and he gets total touchdowns. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I'm sorry, it doesn't. That is the worst stat out there you can do. Oh, he has a total combined. He has 32 touchdowns. Where? Well, I mean, he has more now because he ran for. So he has 34 touchdowns because he ran for 2 Sunday. He didn't throw for 2. He ran for 2. So now apparently to everyone else out there, he has 34 touchdowns, while Patrick Mahomes doesn't get that. Josh Allen doesn't get that. Lamar Jackson, when he had his MVP season 3 years ago in 2019, didn't even get that. They talked about his 36 passing touchdowns and his 10 rushing touchdowns. That's what they talked about. They talked about his 1,200 yards rushing and his 2,100 yards passing. That's what they talked about. They didn't say, oh, he has 2,100 yards and then he has, 46 touchdowns. No, they didn't do that. They separated the two categories. But Eagle fans and now the media doesn't do that. They give Jalen Hurts a handicap, and it is hilarious. Hilarious, because Eagle fans out there are eating it up. To be honest with you, I think it's Eagle fans who put that out there. He ran for 3. Well, the stats say 2. The stats say 2 touchdowns, not 3. Am I looking up something wrong? Because I'm pretty sure maybe I was looking at the wrong game. The Bears. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 INTs. See, that's the thing. You put in game stats, and it doesn't even give you his rushing touchdowns. Oh, that's right, because he's a freaking quarterback. They give you touchdowns. For quarterback. You want to know what they do for quarterbacks with touchdowns? They put a big fat 0 on Jalen Hurts' stats. A big fat 0. You were wrong. I'm wrong per usual. I'm hardly ever wrong, bro. Hardly ever wrong. I'm wrong maybe 2% of the time. Again, I just corrected my mistake because I looked at 2 INTs, not 2 touchdowns, because they put 0 touchdowns. They put 0 touchdowns on his stat line for Jalen Hurts. 0. Because he didn't throw for any touchdowns. He didn't throw for a single touchdown. So they put 0. 0. None. Eagle fans make me laugh too, bro. They make me laugh. He has 11 rushing touchdowns. So he has 11 rushing touchdowns. So he has 33 total touchdowns, which is completely trash, completely bullshit, completely fabricated of his total touchdown shit to make him look better than what he actually is. Because like I said, Patrick Mahomes doesn't get that treatment. Josh Allen doesn't get that treatment. Dak Prescott doesn't get that treatment. None of these running quarterbacks get that. Lamar Jackson don't even get that treatment. The only one they may give that treatment to is Jalen Hurts. And they put him with the handicap. And that is hilarious. But guys, oh, here we go, because they don't count for 6 points like passing touchdowns do. No, a quarterback's supposed to pass, you dummies. Are y'all retarded? I mean, I don't understand. Again, they don't do this for Patrick Mahomes. They don't tally up his total touchdowns and say he had 10 rushing touchdowns to his 30 passing touchdowns, so now he has 40. They don't do that. They don't do that for Josh Allen. They don't do that for Lamar Jackson. Again, MVP season, they said he had 36 passing touchdowns and 10 rushing touchdowns. They didn't say he had 46 total touchdowns. They don't do that at all. 0 passing TDs got scrolled. They got scrolled all over or scored. They got scrolled all over. Anyway, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. You Eagle fans make me laugh because only Eagle fans come up with the weirdest things. Like I said, this started in Philly, right? Ben Simmons. Oh, he was hurt his rookie year, so it's not his rookie year. The following year is his rookie year. No, it don't work like that. Oh, Jalen Hurts played 4 games his rookie year, but this is his first time being a starter. Oh, it's his rookie year. So basically, Aaron Rodgers was a rookie going into his 4th year when he started his first time as a starter. That is the dumbest shit I have ever heard. A QB supposed to win, period. I don't care how. Okay, you're right. You're right. They're supposed, and I didn't know QB, right? The QB was winning games. I didn't know that. I thought it was a team sport. And because Jalen gets so many, he is second in rushing TDs in the league. Those other guys get 3, 4 in a season. That's not a big deal. So it's not a big deal. Okay, so I guess you have to have a certain number of rushing touchdowns to get your total number of touchdowns. So if Patrick Mahomes throws for 34 touchdowns, right? Throws for 34 touchdowns, but only runs for 4 touchdowns. Those 4 touchdowns don't count to his total because he didn't run enough total touchdowns. That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. I'm sorry, Bird Gang. You're my boy, but that is literally the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my life. Again, creating a handicap for your quarterback. That is retarded. Jalen Hurts is a winner. That's why you're mad. Is a winner? No, I'm sorry. He hasn't won anything at all. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to call him a winner until he does. Just like I don't call Dak Prescott a winner because he hasn't done a jack nothing for the Cowboys. But anyways, guys. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's time for me to go to bed. We've had a fun time. I will be having a stream tomorrow night. So make sure y'all come in, tune in. They count them, just not as impactful. I don't think they do count them. They may count them like this. He has 34 passing touchdowns with his 4 rushing touchdowns. They don't do a total. I've never heard them do a total with Mahomes, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, any of these, Kyler Murray, I haven't heard them do anything with that except for Jalen Hurts. But yes, Gears of Thoughts, you take care too. Everyone, have a good night. Appreciate all y'all for stopping by. I'm out of here.
I have never in my life felt so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is the bet I had to pay.